Hi, welcome back to our Tricky Words to Say in English series. As you know, I'm Laura from laurasenglishclass.com, and today we are going to do a lesson for Chinese speakers. So if you're a Chinese speaker, this is for you. Today we are going to talk about these two words. So my question for you is this. When you say these two words, do they sound the same? How do you say these two words clearly and differently? So let's get started. So, as you know, this Tricky Words series is all about finding these words that are challenging to say in English and pulling out the pronunciation point that will help you to speak a little bit more clearly, a little bit more understandably, and of course, more confidently in English as you're going forward. So today, when we're looking at men and man, we're going to be focusing on this an sound because there's a lot of pairs of these words in English, and it's really important to sound clear and be able to say the difference in them because a pen and a pan are two completely different things. Men and man has completely different grammatical value. So let's start out with the N sound, as in men. Now, usually I have a really simple way of explaining this to my students, which is you say the letter N and you add a in front of it. So men. But then I realized that a lot of my Taiwanese students were not getting the sound. When I explained it this way, they were saying mun, mun. And then I realized, oh yeah, in Taiwan, a lot of times you're not actually studying the proper letter names. Now, of course, the letter names are not so important unless you're spelling something out, or actually the letter names are pretty important in English. So let's focus for a second on what the letter name actually is. This is a N, not un. It's N, N. So your tongue is really relaxed. N. So then, if we add the in front of this letter name, N, you're going to get the right sound. Men. Your tongue is not tense. It's not tight. It's not pulled. It's just that short E sound. Me, men. So let's try one more time. This word here, men. So again, the letter name, N. And we put the in front of it, men. Great. So now let's talk about the an sound. Now this is just like the name, an. A-N-N or A-N-N-E. So the way you're going to do this is your tongue is going to be stretched a little bit. It's a little bit more tense. Your jaw is a little bit wider. The back of your tongue is up. An. So your tongue is going from tense, lifted in the back, relaxed to the N sound. An. It's dropping through this like sound right before the N. An. So in order to say this word man, you're just going to add in front of it. Man. So you notice that tension in the sound. Your tongue is wide. It's a little bit more tense. Your jaw is a little bit wider. And then you relax it. An, man. So let's put the two together. We have men and man. You notice my tongue is really getting wider for that one. It's a little bit more tense. Man. Go back to two men and one man. All right, one more time. Two men, one man. All right, hopefully that helps you see the difference. Now here's my challenge to you, and we're not going to talk about it this class, but I do talk about it in my English Pronunciation for Chinese Speakers course that's coming out at the end of the month, and we'll probably talk about it again in another Tricky Words to Say video, but can you say this sentence? They are my main men, man. They are my main men, man. It's a little challenging because there's not just men and man, there's also main. Can you say it? They're my main men, man. Cool. If you have any questions, of course, let me know either here in the comments below or at laurasenglishclass.com. All right, that's it for today. Have a great one. I'll see you online soon. Bye-bye.